That's out of the way. Let's look for... Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna wear my OTC hat this time, because why the frick not? Okay. Welcome anyone into the stream. Alright, where in the frick am I going? Okay, I'm just gonna go to the top because, you know, new season. So, playing as Edward Scissorhands with a frickin' drill as my pickaxe. So, why not? Why the frick not? Love how the battle bus is right here, and I wasn't even paying attention. I don't care about this. Can you leave, please? I do not want. I do not care about any of this crap. Guess it's not going to go away. I think that's the flying Nimbus. Neat. That's Shenron. That's 2 Dragon Ball things that I did see. What's up, Zeke? Nice to see ya. Just playing the new season of Fortnite. I gotta rename the last stream since my brother was in it. So I'm gonna have to rename it to With Brother, so it's not like I'm being rude, because I always name him in the videos. So I'm gonna have to name him. I forgot to do that last week. So I'm gonna have to do that after this stream. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is my first game. I'd prefer you not kill me. Thank you. Woo! This is a good gun. Collateral damage assault rifle. This is probably the fastest assault rifle I've ever seen in my life. I mean that with all the highest compliments. That's cool. It's like a freaking minigun. You just got done playing Fortnite? Cool. Yeah, I've been with Fortnite since the start. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, you ain't killing Edward Scissorhands, man. It's not happening. So I have a question for you. When are you making part 5 to your story? Gold seems to be a theme for this season. It's literally handpicking you gold everywhere. Oh, I just set off an alarm. I knew there would be a catch. I knew there would be a frickin' catch. Can you leave me in the building, please? Thank you. Drive through. Pulse scanner? What the frick's a pulse scanner? Nice! So the pulse scanner must locate enemies or something. So they just made a fancier way to locate enemies. Which I guess is okay. I personally would love to see you back, dude. First few parts got me invested into your... I knew what you meant. First few parts got me invested, and the fact that you haven't gotten more support yet... you definitely have done good. Key takeaways is Maggie and Sasha dying, and Carl taking Sasha's place. That's what I like about your story so far. And if you keep up the great work, like TF did, you could earn hundreds of subs in the next few months. Because once he started making What If stuff, he went from 400 subs to just a few days ago, reaching 900. I just gained a couple over the past few days, which I'll talk more about whenever we get more people, because there's a few things that I want to bring up. I'm glad that whenever I get onto these kinds of streams, that I at least come up with something to talk about. So that way it's not just me randomly like staring off into the distance playing my game, since you guys can't see me, unless I streamed off Discord, and you guys wondering, what the frick's he going to talk about next? But you guys usually have something that you guys want to talk about too. So keeps the stuff going. Oh, they made a fourth Portafort thing? See, first it was Portaforts, then it was Portafortresses, then it was Portabunkers, now it's Portacover. So this is probably the weakest Portafort that I have seen. And it's just literally a cow catcher put in front of you. Yeah, it's literally just one of those cow catchers that you would put on a car. No, I don't want to strike her. The kneecapper? What's this do? A bat? They put a bat in the game! Yes! Yes! But it's just an electric bat. It's not barbed wire for Lucille, so I can't make a Lucille reference, but I don't care. It's still a bat. I love this game. This might be one of my favorite seasons right here, because they gave us a freaking bat. That reason alone makes this one of the best seasons. Not even joking. It's one of my new favorite weapons, to be honest. Yeah, it is now one of my favorite weapons. And I can't make a Lucille reference, but hey, the sound of it alone, all the feels. It's just hitting that Lucille feel. Ha, that rhymed. Ha, ha, ha. Obvious joke is obvious. I just killed Cassidy Quinn with a single shot with my car. And it wasn't even, I didn't even mean to. That's one weak AI. Yeah, like I said, man. them what ifs can really pop off your channel depending on what you talk about. I almost just got killed. I was trying to practice one of my new things, and this guy freaking cut in. Ooh! Frick you, man. It's okay. First game of the season, so I wasn't expecting to get too far. It's all right. Usually, I can win my first game of the season, and that record unfortunately was broken right in the middle of chapter 5. So, that's whenever my luck started to get poor. But, and this is awesome, by the way, recently, I just won 2 solo games in a row. It was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Right before February, I believe. So yeah, I won like that. Won 2 solo games in a row, and I'd never done that before. I've won multiple games with people, but never alone. So winning 2 in a row, that was freaking awesome, and I almost didn't. But unfortunately, it was during a canceled stream, so you guys don't get to witness me freaking going all in on the cheering for that. So that was a really good accomplishment. The only reason why I got the battle pass is because of Sub-Zero. And even he looks just a little bit off. But it said for Mortal Kombat 3, so I'm guessing that was just his look for Mortal Kombat 3. I'm used to... The only 2 Mortal Kombats I've played is Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe and the PS2 Mortal Kombat. Just a classic PS2 game. So I don't know all the looks for Sub-Zero. I know plenty about, like, a lot of the Mortal Kombat characters. And a Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe is probably my favorite Mortal Kombat, especially with the DC characters, because it makes it even more brutal. But, they just kind of undermined Sub-Zero, but they did give him a mythic or something in the game. And with the bat here, I don't even care if they don't give Sub-Zero every single thing that I might want him to have, because this season's already looking to be one of the best just because of the bat. What's a thermite? Oh, so it's like a flame grenade. Well, that was a very weak flame grenade. Thought that would have done a little bit more. It's all good. Give me some stuff, give me some stuff, give me some stuff. Woodies! 2 of them? Oh, I had the collateral damage, and man, I feel like I shouldn't have died last game. I just got too carried away because of the bat. Because I had such good weapons last game. Oh, you played at arcade once? Neat. Someone said the Hollow Twister assault rifle wasn't in the game as of this season. Then what's it doing here? I think that was just a misclick. Or maybe they were trying to finesse us. I mean, I don't care too much because, I mean, it's an alright gun. But I don't know. People are freaking weird. Oh, so in like this season, they want you to like rob the gold or whatever? So it's like your mission in this season to get the gold. Whereas in every other season, it's just like luck of the draw. They made this season all about gold. Might as well have thrown pirates in the mix. I mean, they already did 2 pirate seasons. They did one back in Chapter 2, and then they made one with Jack Sparrow, and Barbossa and Davy Jones, and Elizabeth. I didn't get the Elizabeth skin, but I got all the others. And then, of course, if you guys saw my updates for the channel, right before the end of the year, I watched all the Pirates of the Caribbean films. Gold Splash? Huh. They really are making this season all about gold. Oh, it makes you faster! Whoa, frick! Yep, you're dead. Whew! That was close. Good thing they sucked. No, I don't want a pulse scanner. As much as it might be helpful to find enemies, I could do without it. No, I don't care for snipers. Great, I'm going right towards danger instead of going away from it. That's smart, right? Get over here, Ricky! Come on, come on, hit him, hit him, hit him! You know what? Frick this. You ain't gonna dodge me that many times, man. So, Zeke, how much of the recent stuff on the channel have you kept up with? Hey, I just died at this location. Let's see what this chick has before I kill her again. Just a falcon eye? Yeah, 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 because I totally want a freaking falcon eye. Thanks. Oh, now you're strong. Before it was like, oh, I can hit you with one freaking hit of my car. Oh, maybe it was just other people who damaged her that much. That's why she was so weak before. You can't fool me like that, Cassidy. Yeah, Doc Ock's my favorite Spider-Man villain, aside from Sandman. Wish I could have done more with No Way Home, but you're still going to enjoy the frick out of it. Nice try there, Jackie. Dang it! I got too carried away with the bat again. At least I did better than last time. It was 42nd, and now this one was 21st. Frick. I forgot to remind people on the Discord and the channel that the stream was going on. So I'm going to have to do that. Nice. I rewatched all the Friday the 13th films earlier last year. It was like the middle of the year, so that way I could do more ideas for the channel and do more with Jason Voorhees. You just getting into Friday the 13th? One of my favorite horror stuff. Whoa! You have to do better than that, Jackie! Oh, my favorite AR is here. Come on, shoot me! Shoot me, Jackie! Woohoo! What's up, TF? This looks like the place that you spawn at the freaking island. Alright, there. Shared that my stream was on. Now I can move my camera back. So TF, I'm not watching it, but when are you posting your next rescue bot part? It's just been a few days, so I just wanted to know what was going on. Just so I know, like, how far along that's going, and, like, when to, estimate a date for the stories that I am going to watch. Because so far, that's the only story that I haven't seen, just because of what I've already said. I figured I asked Zeke whenever his stuff would come out, so I figured I would ask you too. No, I'm not taking the porta cover. Thank you very much. They brought launch pads back. Dude! They brought Chug Jugs back? You realize how long it's been since they put that in Battle Royale? It's been freaking decades. Since I asked Zeke whenever his project would come out, when is your next Rescue Bots vid gonna release? It's just been a few days, and that lets me estimate how long it will be before the stories that I am gonna watch of yours come out. Because that's the only story so far that I have not watched. So I just want to get a rough estimate. Even if I'm not watching your rescue bots, still want to get a rough estimate. Why is it getting this epic music? Yeah, it has been centuries since they brought the Chug Jug back in the actual Battle Royale. Century and a frickin' half. They're really trying to frickin' flex OG Battle Royale. Like I said, November 2024 was the worst month and year for Fortnite because of the merging of the battle modes. Yep, you're dead. That's what you get for trying to freaking take a shot at me. You take a shot at me, put me down for good. Otherwise, you ain't gonna like what happens. I'll just keep on coming back. How's progress going on your next project? You mean the Skyquake? That is, I am on to the, what is it? Unicron. Unicron, I'm on to his emerging, and I'm about to touch on to what will happen with Skyquake. And I'm just going to spoil this right now. If the scraplet pictures and Skyquake and the cons and everything else, I'm going to spoil this right now. The Decepticons die in part 2. Every single one of them. Aside from Arachnid and Dreadwing. I wish there was a way where I didn't have to spoil it, but there really isn't. So, I'm going to be touching upon what will happen with Skyquake being essentially the only con, and what's going to be happening with Arachnid. And you saw my post with Skyquake and Arachnid, and with Unicron's emergence, that's going to leave a huge, huge different plot of how they defeat Unicron. And, yeah, I wish I could say more, but I essentially just spoiled a good part of the frickin' series. What I can tell you, though, is it is going to be 5 to 6 parts, because almost every single part of the series can be roughly translated into, like, brief analysis type deals. So, like, the hunts for the relics and the Iacon stuff and the few short things, especially in Season 1, is going to be roughly estimated to being just simply talked about in a single second, pretty much. I should be done with the Skyquake story by Monday. And then that'll leave me with the next couple stories left to work on. Like, I already explained my schedule whenever it comes to that stuff, so I'm not going to repeat myself. But a few people have asked me, like one person asked, what happened to your Cybermen story? I'm like, I could not handle uploading that anymore because of how sucky it was. I could have done way better. Okay, I got the bat again, and it's bringing that Lucille vibe back, but I'm not going to get carried away this time. Oh, okay, now I see what the charged hit does. Okay, okay. Now I have some practice with it. So now I won't get caught off guard. It's still gonna take some getting used to. What else? Oh. I watched, the only things that I watched left on Disney Plus was Percy Jackson, small little Disney crossover stuff that I'm doing. I saved a few from what TF recommended me on Discord and YouTube. And now I'm left to buying stuff. That's it. Once I'm done buying stuff, that's it. But that's going to be a long time. So that's going to be the next few years worth of content put on that dock is stuff left to buy. Be that DVD, VHS, you name it. Mainly DVD. But anyways, once that's all said and done, I already spoiled this, and this is not confirmation, but it is very possible. If, in the future, when I finally run out of stuff to watch, I've looked into every single thing possible, DVD, VHS, everything, series, franchise, all of it, I have spoiled that I might, and this is still big maybe because it would involve more buying and more long time stuff. So this is in the future. But I've spoiled that I might think about doing gaming what ifs. But I'm not like, that's still a big maybe. Considering what games have to offer, I would have to look into very specific games. And I already have some saved just for single parters, but it's still a maybe. So we'll see. But yeah, that's the plan for the future. Yeah, I wish there was a way where I didn't have to spoil that big, huge thing about the Skyquake story, but if you saw recent posts and updates, then you could probably figure it out. I'm making Skyquake essentially, not exactly like Cliffjumper, because he's obviously a Decepticon, and I'm doing a redemption story, but I'm taking corners from what I did with that story and making Skyquake really, really essential. Because he is one of my favorite Decepticons. Him, Dreadwing, and Breakdown are my 3 favorite Decepticons in Transformers Prime. And Shockwave would be like the 4th. He's cool, but honestly, it's just mainly those 3. Heck, I named a Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 custom created Frieza character after Breakdown. And then crossed him over from Xenoverse 1 to 2, and then I had to recreate him because I accidentally deleted my save data. But that's another story. And you guys know I'm all about stories. Video game what-ifs could be sick, especially the Walking Dead or stuff. See, I'm taking corners from the Walking Dead Destinies, but considering that they're not doing anything new with it, it's really disappointing. Because I thought that by the end of this year, we would get some kind of confirmation of a DLC or a season 2 or like maybe an update, like a DLC, but we get nothing. And it's really disappointing. Destinies could have had way more potential. They even left off with a cliffhanger for Terminus, and you're just going to call it there? It ruined Destinies. And even Sparking Zero, Budokai Tenkaichi 4, it sucked. They could have done way better. Like, I honestly, it feels like a game that should have been made right after Tenkaichi 3. But they took over 20 years to make it. Some alters to part 3's post. Oh, so you like legit just uploaded it. That's funny. So like before you came to the stream, you uploaded it or some crap? That'd be funny if you did. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're not shooting me, man. If there's one thing I got from 42nd to 21st to now in the top freaking 7, I am not wasting this chance. I might not be winning the first game of each season anymore like I used to back in Chapter 3, but I'm definitely not losing 3 games in a row without getting in the top 10. I mean, I'm already there, so I wouldn't be too upset if I lost now, but you get what I mean. I don't even know why I'm explaining this. But your Skyquake story sounds sick. I love everything you've said and showed so far. Yeah, yeah. I feel like Skyquake, in many ways more than one, has way more potential than his twin Dreadwing. But before I get into that, I also, since this was never shown, if you remember, Dreadwing, instead of hand-carved weapons like mostly all the other Cybertronians, both of them twins had guns and blades mounted to their backs. Dreadwing mainly. But Skyquake never had a blade. He only had a machine gun turret, which means, guess what I'm going to be putting in the Skyquake story? I'm going to be custom making, to the best of my ability, a custom melee weapon for Skyquake. So there, if you wanted another little spoiler there. And it's going to be taking place right before Unicron is defeated. Whoa! Frick. I got in the top 4, so at least I got there at least. So, took me 3 games, but you can't win them all, huh? And we're going to get 18 minutes, and then I will show the winner for this week's character figure vote. I was lucky to get the battle pass before next week because I would have had to wait till next week for it since I'm kind of broke. But lucky enough, I bought the Joker pack, which is literally the only Joker in Fortnite, and besides the Batman Who Laughs, and I finally have Joker in Fortnite, which is awesome. It did cost $30, which might be a reason why I'm broke. But along with that, it gave me 1,000 V-Bucks, so I didn't have to wait until next week to get the Battle Pass. And the only reason I did was because of Sub-Zero. Because they used to have way more Battle Passes that had more than one character that was good in it. But now it's just like one character. Maybe sometimes more than one. Which is disappointing when you think about it. But hey, it's whatever. Just as long as the character that's at the very end is very cool. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's worth getting. Can't wait to see what happens with the remaining cons brought into the series after Season 1 and how this all affects them. Yeah, like I said, I would say more, especially about what I just foretold. But if I did, it would ruin essentially the entire story. And I've already given away a lot of critical details. But there's really no way to say about the Decepticons not all dying without literally saying the Decepticons are all dying. So sometimes you just got to say the most obvious stuff in order to give your audience enough attention that they'll want to be involved in seeing the story. You know? You got it. I mean, unless I do make a post. Obviously, I do make posts from time to time showing updates on the stories. But 9 times out of 10, they're not critical spoilers. But the one I just gave is a critical spoiler. So, you know, unless I make another post or something. But I can't tell you if and when I'm going to make certain posts about the stories because I never know, like the stories that I make, until I make them. So It's all a matter of when. We can give it our 14 minutes, and then I'll show the winner off for this week's figure vote. I'm gonna miss these whenever they're gone. Like, whenever I stop doing them and, like, get a shelf to hang up all my guys and everything, and I stop doing that stuff, I'm gonna miss it. But I hope that all my guys... You know what? Here's what I'll do. If I don't buy too many more figures in the future, and I don't get through all the ones that I have now before I move and put things on a shelf and do what I just said just now, then I will put all the guys that I didn't put, that I have still, on my Patreon, YouTube, and everything in a huge, huge collaboration picture together all at the same time, or just separately, just so that way it doesn't feel like the guys that I didn't put didn't have a chance to shine, at least in an Omniverse of Nick style picture. But that's only if. I don't know what will happen yet. That's why I'm setting up 2025 to be like the start of something. I've already said millions of times. I'm trying to make 2025 the start of, like, amazing future years to come. Like, we're trying to make this year, so far, it's, besides canceling and having to remake 2 projects later this year, it's been a pretty freaking cool year so far, I would have to say. We've gotten a good bit done, gotten a lot of cool stuff saved, looked into a lot of amazing stuff. Yeah. It's just all down to continuing that streak and trying to make this year the best that any year's ever been. And then after 2025, that'll be amazing years to follow. Like, try to make this the start of something. Not just for my channel or for myself, like, for everybody. Because we all deserve that one year to make all years better. Yeah, I plan to do a good bit with mech as much as I can. And honestly, I was just about to give something away, but I realized what I thought about last night and what it entails with mech and stuff. So I'm not going to. It's a critical point in the series, and it's going to be really cool when I show it off in a picture. So I'm going to wait. How did I hit you with a shotgun from that distance? You really thought you could escape me? Nice try. He really thought he could get away from me. Oh, I'll end it all right. I feel like you've made that quote, like, several times. Except you've just worded it differently. Down lower? Where? Where? What you mean, man? Flooded frogs. Bruh. Where's that chest? Bingo! Oh, curses! Just a gold frickin' veiled precision SMG. You could have given me way more for hiding that chest down there, man. Now playing as Frankenstein. They didn't get rid of boons either. That guy lied on that post. He said like half the stuff that went away, like that didn't go away, went away this season. Clearly he lied. Like, dude, people ain't gonna watch your stuff just for clickbait, all right? I hate people who clickbait. They'll say like, hey, this is a tutorial for you to gain like 700 HP in 2 seconds. And it's just like them showing the worst kind of gameplay and no HP. Like, how do you expect people to watch something if you're lying straight to their faces? It's just like the title alone is just gonna freaking reel them in. That was actually a really good snap. I suck at snapping, and that was a really good snap. Uploading a new part every other week, maybe. So around twice a month. I would totally be down for that, dude. 2025, we gotta make it our year. All of us. And especially for you. Like I'm saying, once TF started uploading What If content, he went from 400 to 900 in just a couple months. And that's almost what happened to me, except kind of slower. Because he started What Ifs later on his channel than I did. Mine was mainly about What Ifs, and then I told you guys the story about all my other YouTube channels. So it was different for me and him. All I'm saying is that, yeah, definitely. If you even want to have help creating a doc to like save future What If suggestions from people or myself or TF, depending, totally help you out with that. Depending on how you want to save your ideas, if you save them with paper and pen like I used to before I got a laptop, or if you want to do it another certain way, totally help you out with that. Ragnos was kind of used in my part 3 to lure the worship for the assault you saw on my post. Yeah, because I helped TF with his What Ifs and stuff and everything. And obviously, like I said, I inspired both of you to do the stuff and helped him create his own doc. And I add my own ideas on his doc and help him with it from time to time to help him gain a bigger audience. And it's done wonders for him so far. And I could see that for you too. The What If community deserves to matter in the world because it kind of is lack. And I've already mentioned that like millions and millions of times, that the What If community deserves to matter more. Because what ifs matter. Even if people don't think they do, because why leave? People are like, oh, leave the past in the past. And like, everyone cares about the freaking past because many people wish that things could have gone differently. Like, take wrestling, for example. People wish that many bookings, matches, and settings for stuff could have gone differently. And that's where I come in. That's where other people come in. But I've mostly done writing down. And that's okay. That's okay. If it's just a simple notebook. I used to write stuff off of paper. You saw me all the freaking time. Before I got a laptop and everything and started thinking about a Google Doc and everything. And fun fact, besides schoolwork, I never used Google Docs ever, because there was no need for it. I would use Microsoft Word more than I would use Google Doc. So it just takes that one thing and it could turn your whole freaking channel or life around. And yeah, if it wasn't for the stuff that I did or you guys all supporting me when I started making What If material and everything 3 years ago, this channel would have just been a one and done, and it would have been a lost memory, just like all those other 7, 8 YouTube channels that I got rid of. I think the next book reviews channel is still around. It's just inactive and completely offline because I lost the Gmail and password and account to it because I thought that I terminated it like the others. But that doesn't matter too much for supporting that channel anyway, because I guarantee you, that's another thought. I just I just had a thought. Besides gaming what ifs, hold on. I might die doing this. I just had an idea. What if, oh, I'm doing a what if about what ifs. That's funny. What if whenever, years in the future, when I do gaming what ifs, if I do, what if I put book what ifs in with them? I think I'm onto something here. Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna save this kind of stuff. Because I used to read all the time before I started getting like huge into wanting to get on YouTube and everything. And then reading just became like something very, very small, you know? But I used to read a lot, and I still kind of do. I listen to audiobooks from time to time, and I still try to think about reading from time to time. I just don't do it as much as I used to when I was younger. Mainly when I was in school and crap. Oh, come on! Thank you. God, could you sit still for 5 bloody seconds? I could do things like Goosebumps or 39 Clues or... Oh, I didn't get a chance to fully look at those yet. But I will look at those after the stream. I saw them, but when you texted me, I was like right getting to bed. So, I will look at them after the stream. I think I remember a few. I know you recommended some like, what if Henry Danger was in the MCU? I'll just confirm it right now. That one's already saved. More like Captain Man or Henry Danger, something like that. I think I worded it differently, but that one's already saved. But I will look at the other ones after the stream because I didn't get enough time, even when I was off, to fully register about saving those. So, I'll just, whenever I post the picture of who won and stuff and do all that crap after the stream like I usually do, you guys know my routine. I will look at that stuff. Book what ifs could be cool, especially really character-driven books like A Series of Unfortunate Events. I watch the movie and stuff like that. No, I don't think I'd look into that, but that's just a confirmation right now. I don't think I would look into that. But I will look into plenty of other book series, though, because I have plenty of them. But it's all a maybe right now. Book and gaming what ifs, it's still a big maybe. But we'll see. We will definitely see. Did the train just stop? Okay, running away, running away, running away. Oh, before I forget, since we're at the pretty much halfway mark of the story, Megatron Transformers Prime Edition won this week's character figure vote, with Hulk being second place. So him and Bane, how they were second place together in the last one. Yeah, Bane and First Form Frieza, they lost. So that means that Hulk is second place and is crossed over to the next poll with 3 randoms that I will not be divulging at this time. I love this bat. I freaking love this bat, and it's mainly for Lucille. I just swung him into my moving car, and he died. That has to be the best kill that I've ever done. And I almost just ate my words because I almost just got exploded out of my car. No, 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 no. Dang it! Got 10th place. This freaking dude tracked me. I thought he would have figured I was dead after the car exploded, but no! Jesus. What if Daryl was on the roof instead of Merle? I've been recommended that one so many times, but Daryl wouldn't have made the same mistake that Merle did. So I think I have what if Daryl was on the rooftop with Merle, but not alone. I thought about that so much, and I just realized that it would not have made sense. And if you guys want to see the picture for Megatron, I guess I'll show it now. Since I'm off Restream on the phone, like I've mentioned several times, I've just waited until you guys saw it on the Discord and the Patreon and the YouTube to see the picture, but I still like to show it off for who won. So, like I said, Megatron is the winner for this week's character figure vote, and Hulk is second place. And the picture will be on the Discord and the Patreon and the YouTube. Whenever I'm done. I'm kind of wondering now what you'll do with the clones and the Insecticon hive in your Skyquake story. But I gotta wait. And will you release it sometime during the week? Next week, yeah. Skyquake's story is, if you're referring to the story itself, then yes, the first part is coming out, and I believe the second part next week. So the first part should, let me check my saved videos. Yes. Part 1 will be released Wednesday, part 2 Friday. If you're referring to what I'll be doing with the Insecticons and the clones and everything and showing off spoilers for that, I don't know yet, because like I said, I'm going to try and get it done, the whole project, by Monday, but time can tell if I'm even going to be able to do that. So that's the best that I could say right now. What if John Abruzzi? Yeah, I never saw Prison Break, so I don't know who that is. Nice picture, Nick. Be funny if Hulk got second place again. No, because listen, Cooler Fifth Form got a 3-time second place champion, and I believe that I forget who it is. Someone else did in my other vote. And I believe, if my memory serves me correctly, it was not a form of Frieza, but I think it might have been just another. Let me check and see my recent pictures. Because I know 2 people so far has gotten second place 3 times in these votes. But I have to remember who. All I can tell you is that I know 2 people have gotten third or second place 3 times. And Hulk would not. I guarantee you this will not be the last time if Hulk got second place again. So it would be a running gag at this point, you know? Uh, um, but yeah, I'm gonna miss the character figure votes whenever I'm done with them. Now I'm just setting up Frieza for the next game. And I will be right back. All right. I'm back. All right. So, mainly to Zeke and TF, since you're the main 2 here, how much. All right, Zeke, you pretty much already answered this question, so this will go mainly towards TF. But how much of the recent vids and stuff and updates and all that stuff are you caught up on? Transformers Scream Doc Ock Cars. I'm confused. I didn't make anything Cars recently. I don't think so. Are you? I'm confused. Like, I meant like project wise and update wise. Are you all caught up? The Chick Hicks one was made a minute ago. Transformers mostly. Gotcha. Playing as Frieza now. He's won like 2 votes so far. Second form won the very first vote, and then golden form. But first form and third form lost. And they're going to be recycled to future votes. But I still have a few forms of Frieza left in my figures. So you haven't seen the last of Frieza. And more that I have yet to buy. So get this, I have a crazy idea revolving Frieza. I'll look at this real quick. If I keep Skyquake as a con in my what if Skyquake survived, because I could have him switch sides there, but I'm not sure yet, then perhaps I'll make my own what if Skyquake joined the Autobots. What I would do is... I don't know if I have Skyquake survived as separate, but this is just a theory, and I have this for Dreadwing. And you don't have to take this, but this is just advice. I would keep the 2 separate. Because one is about him turning good, and the other could be about him surviving and making life harder for the actual good group. Like making him a bigger enemy. Which could definitely be a bigger impact to the story than even him turning good. It depends. That's what I'm doing, and I've done with several of my ideas. That's the Sasuke skin I saw at the freaking lobby. And now you're dead. That was weak. I mean, that's accurate. Frieza would one-shot Sasuke. Anyway, I have a very cool freaking what if planned for Frieza. And that is what if Frieza knew the aliens from the Alien franchise. Because his third form is literally a basically rewrite, copy, or different formation of the aliens from the Alien franchise. So, them being Frieza's maybe men or a planet Frieza comes across could give him inspiration for his third form. So it would be like a prequel to the Dragon Ball story and maybe come back full circle in a future part of the story. Which would actually make a lot of sense when you really think about it, because Frieza very well could have taken inspiration from that form. I mean, I get it. Akira Toriyama took inspiration, most likely created Frieza's third transformation from the alien, and I'm just... It would just be a really cool way to justify it for looking so hideous. Because it's Frieza's grossest form. Plasma burst laser? Fire in the hole! This thing is cool. This thing is awesome. One of my new favorite weapons. Hands down. Oh, that's... I knew the name was right on the tip of my tongue. Xenomorph. Thank you, Zeke. I'm sorry, but I don't get into Star Wars. I tried, but they make too many prequel movies, and they really... Like, if the timeline is too confusing and too much for me to have wanted to get into it. And I wanted to do Harry Potter what-ifs and not just crossovers to Harry Potter, but unfortunately, I just can't do it, because Harry Potter is just best left watched rather than done what-ifs on. Just of how the timeline works and time travel and everything. It's better left just watched. But I do have crossover stuff planned, and I do at least have Darth Vader stuff planned, because he's who I care about. But I'm not going to do any, like, full-on Star Wars or Harry Potter stuff. It makes the Marvel Universe look simple, and somehow I'm able to understand that. I'm weird. Come on, drive the car! Oh, frick. Frickety frick! Hopefully I at least win one game this stream. Some streams, I don't have the luxury to win one game, but I'll get into the top 10 at least a few times. So we'll see how this one goes. since it's almost over. Saw this totally cool what if the other day of what if Axel survived. Oh, that's Lytro Storm. Yeah, he was one of the first what if people that I got into, and he actually deserves way more support. He got the actor Lou Temple for a 5 to 6 parter with Axel, and the fact that he got one of the actors for a freaking famous television show just for a few simple lines makes Lytro Storm a freaking star. It should literally give him like 100K right there. Like, the dude got a freaking star from The Walking Dead, one of the best freaking zombie, especially television shows, just for a simple few lines and to be one of the main factors of the story. And I thought at first that, now hold on. I thought at first that that Lytro was going to have him come and tell the whole story just on his channel, but to have him just say a few lines was okay too, because I'm just surprised at the fact that it's so small a world and Lytro is just that lucky of a person to be able to get one of them stars just for a few simple lines. Like, Lytro should literally have 100K right now, and he only has 13K on both his Storm channel and his DLC channel, which is his Walking Dead one. What if the Xenomorph was in Henry Danger? I don't recall there being a similar alien in the Henry Danger show, although I didn't fully watch the entire series. I saw only like up to season 3 and then bits and pieces from the last 2. And then, of course, I saw bits from the Henry Danger movie, which basically makes the Henry Dangerverse like its own MCU at this point. That's why I chose it over shows like Thundermans and all those other crap. It also connects shows like iCarly and Victorious and stuff like that by having Goomer be Frankini's minion. But I'm not... I chose Henry Danger over all those other ones besides small, tiny little crossovers because Henry Danger has enormous potential. How could I say no, right? I'm gonna have to say maybe. I have What If Axel Survived and a few other Axel stories planned, so if you were gonna ask me to do that, don't worry, it's already planned. Remember, in my Sophia joined Negan story, I actually had Big Tiny survive till the way end, which is something I never thought that I would ever do. But I did it. They got the freaking voice for the Sub-Zero? Okay, that's cool. Yes, there is. How could there not be? The Henry Danger movie, especially the ending, like, it makes the Thunderman movie and the series look like a joke. And granted, I did like a little bit about Phoebe and a few of her powers, but I didn't find the Thundermans too appealing. Mainly because the frickin' brother always ends up turning back into a bad guy over and over and over again. And just the plot of Thundermans didn't really sit into me liking it. I'm in the final few. Ah, great. Now I'm stuck. Frick! Frick! 8th place. Yeah, me too. Me too. Because like I said, compared to all those other shows, even if Henry Danger is connected to multiple, I don't care. I'm not canonizing or paying attention to that. They've connected other shows too. They've connected frickin' Bunked and Jesse and Austin and Allie. And I thought about doing that, but that's too complex too. And too, I don't want to say kiddie, but it's more about songs and dances and everything. There's no real. And the endings to most of those shows are so like simple, you know? There's no like true story. Those are just stuff to watch, like Harry Potter. That's stuff that doesn't really need what ifs. Which I'm fine with. Got Omni, man. I'm 4th form Frieza now. Man, Omni-Man would stand way more of a chance against Frieza than Sasuke. And that's saying a lot just because of what I know about the Viltrumites and Omni-Man, especially from beating up his son. Like, god dang. I probably have never seen anything more brutal, and that's saying a lot. Because I've seen a lot. I'm saying to you right now, a lot of gory television shows, horror movies, and freaking games. That was one of the most brutal. Yeah, me neither. It took me forever to want to do what ifs on them because I didn't really think that I would want to. But then I realized how cool Captain Man and freaking crap like that is, and I'm like, nah, they deserve what ifs. I don't even care. That's already saved. It's funny. I was just going through my doc 2 days ago, and that was one of the ideas that I looked at again, and I remembered that I had that saved. What if Jasper became Kid Danger? He did for one episode. One episode he was Kid Danger, and he really did not do anything. And it was against Jeff. Like, come on. Come on. The weakest villain in the franchise. Jeff doesn't even do much at all. He's just a hungry, pathetic excuse for a villain. Oh, and he's fat. Okay, this is cool. The Sub-Zero kit might be one of the most broken things in the game. Why are they actually cooking with this season? When did you recommend him that? Or maybe you just commented on his channel and I didn't see it. It might be on one of his Rescue Bot videos because I'm not watching those. Because the Rescue Bots, in my opinion, are just way too freaking kiddie. That's like a kid. You know how they say that Transformers Prime is like for kids? The frick it is! You realize realize how much lore and in-depth stuff they put into Transformers Prime? If you want to see stuff for kids, Robots in Disguise, the crappiest sequel in the entirety of the planet, that's for kids. Because they won't understand. They will just be for merchandise. That's probably why they made Transformers Robots in Disguise, the crappiest sequel, especially to Transformers Prime. For kids. It was just for the kids. I don't care if it was for the kids. You make a sequel to one of the best freaking things of Transformers ever, then you gotta make it matter. Like, it sucked. It sucked. Like, no sane human being, aside from a child, is gonna look at Transformers Robots in Disguise and like it. So how do you... So did he comment on your channel or something? We don't got Slicker Devin with us today. Unless they show up near the end. We had a full crowd last stream. Along with the guy who, you know, called me gay or whatever. Thanks to Slick for removing him. Yeah, I'm not saying that. I bet you that let me tell you this right now, two things. Number one, every source of Transformers media is going to be better than Robots in Disguise. And number two, I bet that Rescue Bots is really popular. But mainly, I look at it as being really popular for children. I mean, just look at the robots themselves. Does that look like an actual, like, look, Prime and the live-action Bayverse movies, that's more like teen adult priorities type stuff. But the Rescue Bots, just look at the bots themselves and tell me that you wouldn't look at that and think it's for kids. I would dare say babies, but I don't want to hurt rescue bots like that, since it doesn't look like that young. And I've seen tiny little bits and pieces back whenever it was still on TV, and I just cared about it because it was Transformers, but I never got into it. Prime was my main thing. Yeah, that's the same with Prime. Except it looks way more... It looks less kiddie. Is this dude seriously trying to juke me right now? You ain't running from me. I'm running from you. Because I have place to... Oh, I guess you're going the same way that I am. Good for you. You want a cookie? Well, too bad. You're never going to catch me to get it. Too bad. Too bad, so sad. Da 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 da. Oh, freaking. Oh. Beep, 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 beep. Okay, I'm done listening to that freaking horn. Bloody, bloody, freaking blah. Like, I'm not trying to change the tone and stuff. I wouldn't expect you to, especially with Prime, because that would almost hurt Prime's legacy. And no sane person who does a what if on freaking Prime should ever canonize Robots in Disguise. If anything, Starscream died. That's it. As far as I'm concerned, he's freaking dead. I don't care if Robots in Disguise made him survive somehow and not explain how Predaking is not around. It doesn't matter. Oh, this is the same freaking dude. And yet he killed me in 37th place. You know what? One of these days, I'm going to end up enraged to the point where I'm going to end up punching a second corner off of my table. I have gotten a few top 10s, but not a win. So I think I'm just going to end freaking playing that mode here and just go into creative for the remainder of the time. Because I ain't getting anywhere. Skylinks and Darksteel, I completely understand. Why was Predaking not in the freaking explanation? There's no way that it could have killed Predaking. No way. Which is why Robots in Disguise sucked. Or one of the many reasons. Because it just did not work. It didn't work. You mean to tell me that Starscream took out pretty much the strongest freaking Transformer or Cybertronian in the entirety of Prime, and we never saw him again? And it brought Optimus back, like his death at the end of Prime meant absolutely nothing. It never shows Megatron, brings Galvatron in, whatever the frick that's going on there, and it just completely freaking messes up the entire timeline. It doesn't show what happens to half of the cast. Arachnid's apparently a good guy without the Insecticon freaking, you know, Silas and whole Terracon bit, and it just freaking messes up the timeline. I could go on for hours talking about how freaking crappy Robots in Disguise is. Hours! There isn't enough time in a stream to talk about how crappy it is. That's the bad thing. See, I made a whole stream, the joke stream, the April Fool's stream about Lori and everything. Maybe I should do that for this April Fool's. Just make an April Fool's stream about my favorite Transformer show and then just literally in it, just do a whole rant about Robots in Disguise. I'm going to confirm it right now. This April Fool's is going to be that. And for anyone who doesn't know about it, it's still a surprise to them. But guess what? Anyone who's in the stream right now listening, yeah, I just confirmed what this April Fool's is going to be. Now I just got to make sure that I remember. Yeah. You weren't around yet on the channel whenever I made the Lori one, and I don't think you're too big into The Walking Dead. So, yeah, you weren't there. You didn't show up until the middle of the year when I made the Cliff movie. Or whatever. Um, so this would be your first real April Fool's stream. And that's coming up like real soon. That's in 2 months, not even. It's like a month away. So that's even better that I confirmed that. Yeah, I'm just going to play some freaking creative for the last 15 minutes. Might as well. At least I got something to do. Will you shut up back there? Jesus. Shut up! I love the sound of this bat. Literally, this bat might be my actual favorite weapon in this game. Yes, it will be. Oh, so it's unbreakable. Oh, crap. I forgot my damage boost. I definitely want to remember that. What if I was in Henry danger? You know what? Yeah, I'll consider saving. You know what? Write that down and then save it to me from the Discord or maybe just a YouTube comment so I remember. Because since we're near the end of the stream, I don't think that saving ideas is right at this point. All about marching. Stop marching. You're not a freaking marching man. Just stop it. What the frick? I didn't want it to go that way. What if Tara died to the grenades? I'll just say this much. I don't know. I don't think it would have mattered, but it might have affected Eugene's consciousness so much that I can't say it would have changed too much. Honestly, Tara did not do much. She was an alright character, but she didn't do much. I don't have too many Tara what-ifs planned. Don't mind me, I'm just fighting a huge bunch of zombies. I'm owning these freaking zombies with this bat. That's why I love this bat. Excuse me? That all you zombies got? Because I could still go for more. I guess my next target is up there. I'll watch your what ifs at least. That's cool though if you want to keep up with your own content, because TF says he still does the figure thing that he does. Come on! Come at me! Whoa! Stand down. Fine. You guys don't want to come down here to me? I'll just go up to you. Do you mind? Excuse me! What the frick? I hit that block, man. Bruh. Broski. Let me up. Thank you. Drive through. Excuse me. Hey, Nick, I gotta go. It was good joining the stream. Yeah, I'm about to get off here pretty soon, too. Nice seeing you in the stream. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm about to get off here in a minute. I just want to finish off these freaking people. Freaking kill them. Kill them good. Excuse me, Wolfies. You're going to have to leave the area. You have a severe case of getting hit by bat syndrome. Don't ask me why or how it's a thing. It's just a thing. Bye-bye. Frick. Now I gotta kill all these clowns. Stop standing there and letting me shoot you. Do something about it. Don't duck. Rude. When someone goes to kill you, you gotta let them do it. See, that's logic right there. Especially if his name is Frieza. It's just something, it's a polite thing to do. Oh, you're dead. Hi there, worthless freaking people who are going to die. This bat is so broken, especially with damage boost. We'll be right back next. Let me just grab something real quick. Okay. Packing it in real soon. I'm almost done killing off every single little thing I got to. Get over here! It's funny because Mortal Kombat just came into the game. Get over here! Bye-bye, Felicia. Get over here! I said, get over here! You dang dinos need to learn to die. Die, dinos. Ha, ha, ha. Obvious joke is obvious. Bruh. How many of you stupid creatures are left? You can try all you want, dudes. You're not gonna kill me. I'm just telling you that right now. I know a way to speed this up. I'm gonna flame them up. I know this is a lot of noise. But I'm trying to literally massacre a bunch of guys. You ain't going nowhere. I'm going to be extending the stream, I guess. I was planning on this going a tiny bit faster than it did. Oh, so you guys have not given up. Okay. That's fire with me. I know that was a bad joke. You're literally standing in the fire. I hope you know that. Guys, you can keep trying all you want. Yeah, the stream's getting extended just for the sake of the gameplay. Nice. I almost killed all the bots, but there's still just a few lurking around. I have an all-out map on Fortnite Creative where I spawn wolves, zombies, dinosaurs, huge, pretty much every weapon in the game, bunch of vehicles, and it's basically a map to go all out. And I spawned more bots than I thought. So I'm just ending up with killing them. It was something to do other than Battle Royale because it kept not getting me to win a game. And I only got to the top 10 just twice. Is that everyone? How did a bot end up all the way over here? Is that the bot that I frickin' left? Yeah, you really thought you were gonna escape me, huh? Fight me a little. Do something. Fine. You're dead. What the heck? A zombie. Thought you were dead. Okay, think I got rid of all of them. This is going to end the stream, guys. Just a few minutes over the usual time. As I said, Megatron Transformers Prime has won this week's character figure vote. and the picture will be posted to the Patreon, Discord, and YouTube later on within the hour. And the next vote will be posted to, along with me working to try to get the Skyquake story done by the end of the weekend, getting into Monday. And for anyone who didn't get to recommend or say a certain thing, feel free to in the Discord or the comments section anywhere on the channel. It doesn't matter where, or if it's one of my recent polls that I'm going to be posting. Just in case, that's where you can do that. With that said, thank you for those of you who did join. Those who missed it, I guess watch it back or something like that. Get to see me get to fight a bunch of bots, I guess, from at least my point of view. And I will see you guys Monday. Well, later on for all the updates, obviously. And then Monday and next week for the Shane in the Saw franchise, just little tiny little video, and the entrance into the Skyquake story near the middle and end of the week. With all that said, thank you for those of you who joined today. And I will see you guys later.